Hey guys, welcome to another Cigar Chat. I'm your host Rob from Robbie Raz Reviews. As always, we've got co-host, co-founder, world traveler, Logan Lawler, and I'm glad you have a shirt on this time.
I know. They haven't sent my luggage, so I'm wearing a freaking Ferrari shirt.
You,
And they don't make XLs
is that
here.
from Steve Wood?
It is, dude. That's why I bought it, believe it or not. Because all they had was a bunch of bullshit here, and they don't have my size. And the only thing they had in, like, American Chubby was this Ferrari shirt. And when I saw it, I was like,
I'm your host Rob from Robbie Raz Reviews. As always, hold on. I screwed up big time.
Did you go to the site?
That is my bad.
So we're good.
My bad. That
You're
was a faux pas. Anyway, so you American Chubby size, that's good. I think it's funny that you're wearing a Ferrari shirt.
I know. It's on purpose.
Joining us today live from an undisclosed location is our good friend Stinky. Stinky, how you doing today?
Doing good. Good timing.
Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to chat with us. Now, where are you?
Las Vegas.
Oh, so you're in Vegas. Are you in Vegas all the time, full time?
Yep. Actually, we live in Henderson, but Las Vegas,
close enough. Yeah. So I tell people I live in Concord, but it's right outside of San Francisco, so you just say San Francisco because nobody knows where the hell Concord is. So Stinky is of Stinky Ashtray fame, and I would imagine. What do you think, Logan? 90% of the people watching the show right now have a Stinky Ashtray.
I mean, if they don't, they're
have an
stupid.
ashtray, raise your hand.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody who doesn't have an ashtray, raise your hand. Well, that 1 or 2% that maybe doesn't have one, hopefully they'll leave the show with one today. We've got a giveaway that we're going to get into a little bit later. But Stinky, how did we ran into you at IPCPR? We went and checked out your booth, some of your new product and everything. I don't know if Logan's posted that video or not yet.
It's coming.
Okay, we'll post that tomorrow. How did the show go for you?
Good. Always busy. I mean, it's a challenge. You know, the line has expanded so much. It takes a lot of time to set up our display, and then we do a little cash and carry thing because a lot of the exhibitors like to have a Stinky ashtray in their booth because they hold a lot and they don't have to mess with ashtrays while they're selling their cigars.
I think we bought one.
Everyone does, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Well, we knock the price down and get rid of a lot, and it's good to feed it out into that segment of the industry.
Sure, I mean everybody's walking around at the booths and everybody's smoking something, so you got to put it somewhere.
Product placement.
Yeah, product placement, exactly.
That's funny to ask about that because when we first started doing this, that's all I ever did was the RTDA, and I would lend people ashtrays. And I remember the first year we did that. Actually, it was the second year after I started selling them. I would walk around the show with a stack of ashtrays, and all I had was the original stainless steel ashtray with 3 stirrups, and actually came out with 4 stirrups, and I would say, do you want to use an ashtray in your booth? It really holds a lot. And they said, sure. And I had them all over the show, but I kept track of where they were, and then after the show, I went to pick them up, and we did that every year until 3 years ago, and it was a lot of work. And finally we said, look, let's just, it's all wholesale at that show, so let's knock it down to a bulk wholesale price and let these guys buy it cash and carry. And I thought, I don't know if it'll work because maybe people won't buy them. They're busy and they don't want to dole out cash for an ashtray. We still went through 200 ashtrays.
No, I believe it.
And we do it every time.
I couldn't imagine, and this was my first show, I couldn't imagine going around to every booth and trying to keep track of where they are and then going back to get them. I mean, for you guys who haven't been there, it's huge. It's like the size of like 3 or 4 Costco's. I don't know if you guys have Costco. Costco's nationwide, right?
Like a Walmart.
How big it is. That show is 350,000 square feet of floor space. Do the math. That's 7 acres.
Is it really?
That's how big that barn is.
Wow. Okay, so there you go. That's
how many acres?
7.
Shit.
Hey, I got to ask you a technical question. Why am I hearing a beeping noise? Is that normal?
Because the Martians are coming.
I don't
You
know.
guys hear that?
I'm not hearing it.
No, I'm hearing it. But it's not on my side.
Like somebody sending Morse code with just a little.
Somebody hit the self-destruct button, and we're running out of time.
I don't know what it is. It was doing it earlier too, and after I'd connected here.
Is your computer like fan buzzing really hard because it's about to
I
freak
can't
out?
hear. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. So yeah, that's. I mean, just to give you guys. I mean, you guys have an idea. 7 acres. I don't really know what that is. I'm from California. We don't really have those.
It's a lot for
but
that
yeah,
building.
I can imagine that's just. It's a ton of space, and to walk around, and I mean, every booth that you went to, they had a Stinky ashtray. So that's always good to see. So you had. Let's talk about the product a little bit. I mean, you've got. I mean, an ashtray is an ashtray is an ashtray, right? But you've got all kinds of different twists and turns and takes on it. So what were you guys? You guys are really moving your box press one this time, right? That's your new one.
Yeah, well, that's a designer series. The box press comes in a number of finishes, and let me see if I can.
Yeah, your new toy.
Yeah, Rob taught me how to use my computer earlier.
I heard.
We walked. There we go.
And that's the original box press line. We added 2 new finishes, and the new one. Let's see if I can name all these. It's starting at the top, going to the right. That's acid wash, brush gold, brush silver, cast iron black, patina, and galvanized. And we added 2 new finishes. One's called an antique patina. It's a real dark brown, speckled, splotchy looking color, very fashionable. And an old patina. It's kind of a brownish tone. And then one with a little green to it is called antique distress. And they're going to be, I think this, the most popular one right now is that patina.
Yeah, I like that.
Followed closely by the acid wash, and then everything else just kind of, it's whatever your decor is.
Sure.
What I learned is people decorate with their ashtrays, so not everybody wants a shiny metal pot in their office.
Well, did they decorate with their ashtrays? That's funny.
You wear acid wash jeans?
Were you even old enough to wear acid wash jeans?
No, dude. But I know what they are. I read about them in a textbook when I was in middle school.
But since we're talking about apparel, and I don't, is G even here?
Yeah, he's here, and he said show off his shirt.
Okay, I got it. Well, I made a promise that I was going to wear. I'm wearing a V-neck, and it's not the schmedium like Logan's, but there you go.
Boom.
Omega Premium Blends, the newest member of the House of Emilio.
It is.
So they've
They
got
need
me
to learn the American market.
They've got me pimping their shirts, so their cigars better. Your cigars better be good. Your cigars better be good. See how I look directly into the camera. Okay, we got that out of the way. We can move on.
Okay.
No?
I was gonna make a mean comment, but I didn't want to blast.
Don't do
G.
it. No, you can do it. Make a mean comment. You don't like the slim Euro fit?
First of all, I don't like V-necks because that's what creepers wear and rapists.
It's kind of like it's a subtle. It's not like the deep.
It's close enough. Chest hair can pop out of it. And second is they need to learn they're only selling cigars in the U.S. They need to learn their American market. We don't wear Euro trendy shirts. Did you not see the picture of the one where I tried to wear it? I look like a fucking Fat Albert.
We will see that picture. I'm going to pull that up.
You should. It's a good one.
Okay, let's get back to what we're talking about.
That's our acid wash model, and the guys were calling it bird shit. I'm telling you,
awesome.
Look at the thing inside the bowl, and it does look like it. Well, bird shit's okay, but I hope I don't get in trouble for sharing that.
That's all right.
No.
Worse things have been said on this show, believe me.
All you have to say is that's between us, and if you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all you gotta say.
Bird shit.
It's
That's
awesome.
funny. Now I never that wouldn't have even occurred to me, and now I can't
Hey, for
un
some guys back deck, that would be the ideal one to have.
Yeah,
It's true.
Blends
that's funny.
right in.
That's that's funny. So, question about we'll talk about the show a little bit more since I mean it just happened. Is it easier? Well, I guess maybe I don't know if this is a really good question or not, but it seems like it would be easier for you because it's your hometown when it's in Vegas. I mean, does that really make it a lot easier for you to deal with?
Yeah, some things are a lot easier, but staying in a hotel right next to the convention center is easier. You know,
Yeah.
for all the parties afterwards, and you want to hit the hotel room, then change clothes, get a shower, and then go
Yeah.
out. So that is a problem because I don't run home. It's a 20-minute drive, depending on traffic, one way. So you end up taking a big chunk of time out of your day to run home, take a shower, whatever. So I usually just go to the show and either bring a change of a shirt and just keep going. But yeah, I mean, my warehouse is here and home is here, and I end up arranging. For example, I brought in food every day for the booth. That's another thing that we did illegally. In that convention hall, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, I saw you do that. I went and
We
ratted your ass out.
in stinky ashtray cases. My wife set that up every day, and I said, "Honey, you got to put it in a box so they don't know what we're bringing in."
They really don't let you
Unions.
bring in food?
No,
I mean, they gouge on, prices there, or
you paid for coffee, right? It was like $6.
yeah,
Huh. Well, I'll be
It's
damned.
union shit, dude.
a bottle of water,
Yeah, $3.
$3.
But I just kept refilling mine.
That's what I did too.
It's green too, kinda, right?
Yeah, it is green.
Ish.
Yeah.
So, so Stinky, how did you get into? First of all, how did you get the name Stinky?
My wife gave it to me.
Is this a story that we want to share?
In '96. I started smoking cigars, and I'd come in from the patio, and she'd say, "Are you done out there, Stinky?" And then when I wanted to, when I got into premium cigars, I wanted to form a local cigar club, not knowing anything at all. I just saw prices going up, and I found out that you can buy online, you can buy a box. But I didn't want to buy boxes at a time. I just wanted to, try different cigars. So I said, I don't want to call it Las Vegas Cigar Club or Nevada Cigar Club. I said, what should I call it? And she said, Stinky Cigar Club. I go, oh, all right. That's fun, kind of tongue in cheek. But I posted on all the internet forums as Stinky.
So it stuck. Did you? Did she trademark that, or did you get the? Did she give you the rights to it?
Actually, she and I both own that trademark, and the trademark, I've got two trademarks, one for the name and one for the logo.
I like the logo.
The trademark name is Stinky Cigar, and the logo is the little guy. I've got the trademark thing on the wall here. Should I hold that up?
No, that's all right. That's funny. That I figured there was a story there, but I didn't know what it was. But so okay, so how did you go from, smoking out on your patio and starting a cigar group to making ashtrays? It's a big jump.
Well, actually, the cigar club never took off. I wrote up a manifest on it, and put down my ideas in writing, but it just never went anywhere. And but when I was in North Carolina, I worked back there for about a year, and there was a group that met every Wednesday night in one of the local shops. And I thought, well, that's a good idea. You just get together. If you want food, go next door and get some food or bring some in. But they would keep the shop open as long as the guys wanted to be there. So I kind of tried that here. And when I first started doing it, we would invite people with a blast on the fax machine. Then we went to email, started telling people, yeah, right. And started telling people, where we were going to be. And we ended up, we had a pretty good following. Sometimes we have 10 or 12 people, sometimes more, sometimes less. But the ashtray came from that group because cigar ashtrays are too small, too shallow, and of course they didn't even have cigar ashtrays. They just had these little hockey puck sized cigarette ashtray, and it was a mess. And you know, the waitresses don't want empty ashtrays; they just want to serve drinks. And of course, I'm kind of a neat Nick, so I would get the ashtrays sometimes and go empty. And it's just a pain in the ass. So first thing I did was I made a. You ever seen the Corona beer buckets?
Yes.
Well, I grabbed a 2-gallon bucket out of the hardware store, and I glued a bunch of images of cigars that I just cut out with a pair of scissors one day while smoking a cigar, and I glued them on the side of the bucket. Thinking, now we got a metal can, we can empty in little ashtrays, don't have to walk all the way over to the trash can, and you never know when something's still burning. So
Yeah.
I brought that, and everybody thought that was funny, and they called it the Stinky Butt Can. And I was
Stinky
bringing
butt can. I love it.
my little pail, and we'd go sit in nice, comfortable chairs. It's kind of a living room type of setting in this little pub. But that butt can would end up on the table. And I always thought it looked like a garbage can on the table. And it didn't have any place where you could set a cigar on it. And I had this stainless, or this silver-plated bowl on my patio, and I kept thinking, man, if there was just some way to put stirrups on that, or something to hold a cigar. I didn't call it stirrups until I started manufacturing, because it looked like a stirrup to me. So here, let me get
Life
the
is
original.
interesting.
The first handmade Stinky Cigar ashtray that started it all. It's right here.
Oh, the first one.
Hold on. Take a picture of this.
Yeah, screenshot it, Logan.
I know. I need to know what time it's coming. That was the first one?
That's it. It's actually a kind of a Paul Revere knockoff. It's silver plated.
Mm.
And those are souvenir coins that are on there. And we actually, after I found a place, and it's kind of tarnished. I don't know if you can see that, but it's getting a
little bit
polished out. But I went down to the Monte Carlo.
Oh, what did I do here?
I don't know.
You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh.
What did you do? Capture a smile?
Well, you took a picture of the ashtray. I can bring that up if I.
No, we're good.
I don't know what I was doing. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, Stinky, go ahead.
Anyhow, I found that at the Monte Carlo they had one of those coin machines. You put in 4 quarters, and smashes one.
Oh yeah.
And takes your money. So
Yep.
after $3 worth of souvenir coins, I said that's enough. 3's enough. And they were bent wrong, so I had to, basically drill a hole in a block of wood and hit it with a broom. Cut the block of wood in half, put that souvenir coin in there, and hit it with a broomstick to get the bend on it. It worked. So then I was driving around downtown, the old part of town, looking for a jewelry store to solder them on. And I couldn't find this jewelry store somebody told me about, but I found the radiator shop. And I gave the guy 2, they were bundle cigars. Just gave him 2 cheap cigars and $5 tip. And he soldered those on there, still on, never did break off. But at every Wednesday when we would go down there to smoke our cigars, these guys just loved that ashtray. They had more fun. I mean, it's, of course they call it the Stinky ashtray right off the bat.
The stinky,
Awesome.
the stinky butt. That's what I call my dog.
Stinky butts.
That's funny. So do you still use that original one, or is that one's for posterity now?
It's pretty much retired and lives in the display case here.
That's funny. That's a good story. It's just kind of goes to show you. Stinky and I were talking offline a little bit. We were talking about the lights and everything. It just kind of goes to show you never really know what's going to happen. That's actually kind of funny. All right, Logan, what do you got? I know it's early.
I mean, my brain is not turned on yet. I got a question, Stinky.
Yeah.
So I really like your ashtrays, but there's one that I I do not like. Can you tell me the story behind the Stinky Junior?
Yeah, somebody wanted to make a little ashtray like that, one of the big players, and I designed it for them. They sent me a sketch and dimensions, what they wanted, and they bought a container load of it, so we put it out there. And I know it's not one of my favorites because it's too small, but it has a place, and it's very popular.
Yeah. What's a case? How many is that? Is that like a billion?
Oh, container on those, there were 15,000 ashtrays in that container.
God!
Yeah. That's a sale you say yes to.
Yeah, you don't say no to that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It didn't take me a long time to think about it.
It didn't take me too long to think that one through.
Because the first question I asked, well, how much do I get?
Oh man, that's awesome.
Okay, what am I gonna say? No, you can't do it.
Yeah, you just don't want to say yes too fast. You count to 10 in your head or something.
That was when I was hooked up with Quality Importers, and I hooked up with those guys 3 years ago.
They made my humidor.
Ever heard of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually a good outfit. The guy's done everything he said he would do, and it's.
Yeah, they have a really good reputation.
Yeah,
I like my new humidor.
I found out.
Is that where your new humidor's from, Logan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought it through a different venue, but yeah, it was made by Quality Importers.
Oh, okay.
So,
Go ahead. I'm trying to pull up a picture of mine. I showed it to Stinky earlier. I've got I've got my ashtray, but I'm going to pull up a picture. But go ahead.
Okay. So Stinky, it seems like every year. I mean, let's be realistic. The ashtray market isn't a highly, I don't know, innovative market, right? I mean, it's an ashtray. But it seems like every single year you come out with something new or something different or something cool. How do you go about, and we kind of already talked about this before the show, but how do you come about ideas for, new products or new ashtrays? I mean, do you sit back and think about how it works? Does it just come to you in a dream? How does it work?
Well, that's a good question, and quite frankly, a lot of what I came out with is from feedback. At first, it was from retailers. The first thing they were asked during that first year, I remember several guys around the country. They asked me if we could make a floor model or a stand for it to sit on. And the first one I came out with was, of course, the what do you call it? The hand-painted cigar stand. And that was a hit, but we had a lot of problems with the manufacturer. And this one, start that. That guy right there. And we just ran it that 1 year, 2005, and sold it in 2006, and then we never manufactured it again. People kept asking for it. But immediately after that, we came out with the floor model. You recall?
Do you still sell this one? Because you had that one at the show.
Yes. Quality Importers found a source for it because I couldn't deal with that first manufacturer. They still have 30,000 of my dollars.
Oh boy!
Did you sue them?
That was a big hurt. No, for 30,000, it costs you that much in attorney's fees, and then you're going international. No, it wasn't worth it. And the consultant that I worked with when I started doing this, he told me what they would do. He said, if they have an opportunity, they'll screw you. And they did. But we had a 100% defect rate on that first product. We had to
100%?
Yeah, we had to rebuild every one of them, put some concrete in the base because they all broke. They were as delicate as a China teacup.
Whoa.
So
100%.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Well, at least you know they're all broken. There's no guessing,
Well,
that sucks.
Fix them before we ship it because I want.
Well, of course.
People aren't going to like that.
So that spawned the floor model. Now, is that the one that I've got?
No, you have a steel floor ashtray. And that one is called a floor ashtray. My products all have very simple names. And since we've come up with the new tall models and the box press models, we now call the original one the original, pretty simple, original Stinky Cigar ashtray.
Okay, and so this one's my ashtray here, and that's this all steel. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's all metal. It's that's the original floor ashtray.
Yeah, I love it. I actually won it, and with all that other business there, I won that in a contest that I was very happy to win, actually, based on all that stuff that's there. But no, I love this thing. I mean, I was telling Stinky when I put it together, I'm outlining it with my mouse, but you guys can't see that. The handle on the top, I didn't really know when I first put it on. I thought, do I ash using this, or I'm not the brightest tool in the bunch. It took me a while to figure out that was a handle, but
no shit.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big instruction reader, so I'm surprised that I was able to put it together on my own. But no, but I love that thing. Yeah, and that one's got the tray. Mine doesn't have that tray.
We came out with the tray after we came out with the original floor model. And what we found is when we were selling that and showing that at the show during the RTDA back then, that when people saw it with the tray and the handle, they would buy a tray and a handle. We sold those separately. And then when I started working with quality importers, one of his complaints was, you know, these things are packed 6 in a case. And you have to put, when you sell 2 or 3, you have to pull 3 posts out and then 3 bases and 3 posts or bowls, and then repackage those into another box to sell a partial, you know, instead of a 6-pack. And that inspired us to incorporate the tray and the handle, and then to make the post a 2-part post. And it all fits in a real nice box, so we just reach in and grab one. And where'd that picture go? I don't know where it went. I'll find it. It's going to show a picture of the new model. But it comes with an accessory tray already built into it. And you get everything all in one package. And it's a tiny box. People look at that box and say, that's got everything in there? Yep. It all folds up and fits right in there.
Yeah, I was surprised when mine arrived. I thought they must have forgotten to include that ashtray. And I like to show that off because, I don't know, I'm like that. So I'm going to show you guys another picture.
Because you like your fancy shit.
I like fancy pants stuff, man, and this is...
It's cool. It's legit.
Pants. I like it. See, it's got the Liga Pravada on the bottom, and, I mean, I'm a bit of a Liga whore, so that helps.
You are a Drew Estate fanboy.
I am. I'm sorry. And
We all are.
you know what? I'm not even sorry about it. I just am.
We actually made those at the factory for Drew Estate, and every once in a while people will contact me and they'll want to know if they can get a hold of one of those. And I don't have them. They go right directly from the factory to Drew Estate, and they distribute them.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask me where to get one, and I tell them that they can't have it. It's mine.
Well, that's the new model with the 2-part post, and that does very well. It's very functional.
No, it's perfect. I mean, it's like for me, just I keep it out here on my patio, and I can move it around if I've got people over and we're sitting at a different spot. You just pick it up and go. I mean, you don't really have to empty it.
Well, I still have an accessory tray that'll fit on the top of that. When you're ready, let me know. I'll send you one.
Oh, there you go. See, look at that, weaseling.
Dude.
I actually got Bill hooked me up, and I'm going to try to do this without causing a huge problem. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm using it right now. And Bill gave me this thing right here. Then that was, what did we call that?
Well,
ash?
Cigar smokers, it's an ash knocker.
Ash knocker. There you
Ash knocker.
We originally made it, that little flat spot on the top was actually made to hold a pipe cork for pipe smokers.
go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, that was the one thing that I didn't like about it is if I wanted to ash, I have to ash on the side, and then mean, inevitably I make a mess because I'm sloppy. But now it's, I mean, that thing's right there in the middle. It's perfect.
That was pretty smart.
Thanks, Bill.
Hey, you should thank me. I carried that shit around for you
You
for
did,
6 days.
Logan.
I was your fucking pack mule.
You were. You really were. Is that our first? Is that the first bomb?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we really get a half hour into the show without the first bomb? That's impressive.
I'm just not even really awake yet.
You haven't eaten.
I just keep dreaming of Indian curry breakfast,
Hey,
so I'm kind of distracted.
Are any of the people watching this asking questions?
Yeah, that's where Logan's coming in.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, someone says we need to have you make some Cigar Federation ashtrays. So I don't really know if that's a question or more of a statement.
It's a request, and that conversation will probably happen at some point in the very near future.
Oh,
I don't know what the outcome of it's going to be, but well, the conversation will happen.
Well, let me take a question off of that statement.
There you go.
So, Stinky, let's say we've got, people out there watching that own, a cigar blog or whatever it may be. What's the smallest custom order that you will do, and what does that usually cost additional on top of ashtrays?
Well, I have a local printer that, his setup and print charge is $80.
Okay.
We can print 24 ashtrays. A case of ashtrays is 24. So, somebody who just wants to try it, here, I'll show you an example. This is Lou Rodriguez cigars.
Oh, yeah.
You ever heard of them?
Yeah, Lou Rod.
I have. Lou Rod. We left him. He didn't catch the limo.
Locally on the side of an ashtray. And this guy only does one color printing. So your logo would have to be, one color setup.
Okay.
And then if we do them at the factory minimum order is 100. And then we don't charge for the printing because they're dirt cheap over there. So, and we just eat that and they're all prepaid orders.
Okay. So an individual getting a customized ashtray for themselves is probably not going to happen, is what it sounds like.
Well, I just did some for a guy in California, a guy named Ron Bird or Rob Bird.
Roy?
And we print. He works in the 601.
Yeah, that's my lounge. It's Roy Bird.
Roy Bird.
Yeah.
And he had some printed for his wedding.
That's right. We were talking about this before the show. He just got married.
Yep, they were finished at the show, and I didn't get the email till that night, and he'd already left. So he's got those now.
Oh, good. Roy's a good guy. The lounge is really, really nice. I mean, you're in Vegas. I don't know how often you come out to California, but if you do, it's definitely worth checking out. They've got a really nice setup. And for California, I mean, you're more likely to get arrested smoking a cigar walking down the street than smoking a joint. So to find a place that's nice that you can smoke a cigar at in California is
rare.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. It is rare.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was a good pickup. So yeah. So if somebody wants to do it, there's a minimum order of 24. It sounds like.
Yeah, but if you guys want to put together a group buy, we'll work that out.
Okay.
I think that we might have some.
We need to have an offline conversation, Stinky.
Yeah. Some SigFed branded stuff. Why not?
And just let you know, I'm a very shrewd negotiator.
Logan
I am.
Can handle all that.
So, Stinky, next question is that one. We have a lot of people in the chat from Canada. Do you ship directly to Canada, or can you direct people to where they need to purchase your ashtrays in Canada?
Well, I send to Canada, and I'll tell you the same thing. I get requests. I just had a guy from Switzerland stop. He actually came to Vegas. We got to meet. But the cost to ship outside the country is kind of outrageous. And to send one ashtray to Canada is in the low $30 range.
Damn.
To send 5 or 6 ashtrays costs $50. So your cost per ashtray drops substantially. It gets down to reasonable. So I always, when I reply to these guys on email, because you can't order on my website from outside the country, with the billing address outside the country. That all has to be done manually. So I always tell them, check with your friends, see if you put together a little group order, 5, 6 ashtrays. The shipping's gonna be a lot less. But yeah, we send them to Canada.
Why is everything so much more expensive in Canada?
because
Taxes.
it's G's fault. I blame G. Well, I'm looking at the chat room. There's a lot of new faces in here.
I know, and I got more questions here.
Go, keep going. Don't listen.
Question 1 from Cigar Surgeon: where do you take the product line from here? Is question 1.
Well, we'll keep making ashtrays, and we actually added a couple of designer finishes on the box press series. But I came out with the cutting station, which I'm real excited about, and
Yeah, the cutting station is cool. Show you guys. You saw that photo?
yeah, let me pull that up.
Stinky's becoming a pro with the screen share.
Dude, I know. He takes more photos than my wife does.
There you go. So that's the cutting station. So you've got the big bowl is the ashtray, and then again, I'm outlining everything with my mouse. So you guys can't see it. Right across the top there, you've got your cutter, your matches up there, and it's all attached.
Let me give you a different shot of close up to that.
It's all attached like pens at the bank.
Well, the idea on that top tray, all those tools are attached with a little cable that enables. That's a close-up of the top tray, the tool tray, and everything stays there because they're all attached to a cable, and then at the other end of the cable behind that backboard is a fishing weight to pull the cable back in. So when you go to walk off with it, it reminds you to put it back.
Thieves, man. Weasels.
Weasels. Always weaseling.
Guys are smoking cigars, their brain's somewhere else.
This is true. This is true. Next question. So, I mean, is there... Well, this is on a side-related note, is that Cigar G, longtime friend of the show, is... Him and his kind of crew are coming out with, or launched, I guess, Bodega Cigar Company. They're from Canada. They're a part of the House Emilio. And I definitely need to give you their contact information because they're thinking about doing some ashtrays. So let it be known that we did a sale for you, Stinky, on the show. That's one. Two,
Sneak your
what?
Shirt tail your Cigar Federation on their run.
Done. Let's make it happen. People helping people. All right, G, we need to get this worked out. Next question is, and I think this is an interesting thing, is there a plan for a fold-up and or travel-style Stinky ashtray? And the reason I ask is because I travel a lot, and only where pretty much there's no ashtray that ever works. It's always cigarette ashtrays, like you mentioned before. That would be very cool if you could make that work.
Well, have you seen the car ashtray?
Is it I've seen the Zycar one, like the cup that has the top on it.
Yeah. You know, I love the guys at Zycar, but I got to tell you, they screwed up when they developed their car ashtray because it holds the cigar straight up and down.
I saw. Is that what that little circle metal thing is for?
Yeah, and
oh, really?
You don't want to put your cigar like that because it makes it harsh and bitter. So I designed one that's a car ashtray. It's got a lid that opens up, and it's got a little spring clip that I designed, and that makes it hold the cigar level, and it doesn't bounce out when you're, running around on a golf cart or driving over curbs, however you drive.
So, were you an engineer in a former life, Stinky?
I am.
I was going to say, because you have a very process-oriented mind, I can tell.
My degree is in industrial design, so designing ashtrays is kind of easy, but I design things for function. And the reason I made that first ashtray was this holds a lot. That's why I needed something that would hold more than a cigar ashtray. And I remember looking online, I couldn't find something that would hold enough cigars and ash and butts and everything for a group of 5, 10, 15 people. And that's why I made that. Not realizing that there's a market for it because there's literally a million guys out there that smoke cigars in groups, and they're also looking for an ashtray that holds a lot. So it just kind of took off.
So really, when you say you design products, it's not you're looking to design something because you need a new release every year, you need something cool. You see a problem, and then with ashtrays, which you would think there wouldn't be any, in 2013, but then you go out and solve it, which is pretty cool.
Right. And then you find out what people like, what people want, and you listen to the feedback. And that's where the floor model came from. I'll tell you something that I'm talking on. It's just thoughts right now. I haven't done any research or design work on it, but I want to knock off what used to be called an ash stand or a cigar. No, I think they call them an ash stand. It was made in the 1900s, or early 1900s. You see them all the time. They got an ashtray and some kind of Art Deco style, real fancy post, and it's a floor ashtray. And you can find them online, but they're collector's items and they're expensive. And I thought what I'd do is get one of those that's kind of representative of that era, and we'll make an antique floor ashtray.
That's cool.
Oh, I got one here. Hold on.
Oh, I have one more point. Someone said you should make the travel ashtray or the car ashtray telescopic so it can go up, so it can hold more cigars. And it can shrink down so it takes less space in your luggage.
I don't know, but I'll have to think about that.
Hey, that's a good idea. I saw your eyes light up. You're like, ashtray problem.
Did you guys ever see a portable ashtray that came out? It was by One Off. Do you remember that cigar? It had the peace sign on it.
No,
what?
That doesn't sound familiar.
Was that before 1992?
This is, you see the One Off logo?
Yeah.
You mean the hippie symbol?
Yeah, that's a peace symbol, but One Off was a cigar brand, and this right here is an ashtray that fits in your pocket, and it goes inside your coat pocket or your back pocket, and I'll show you. Got a little clip on it to hold it. I just display it on my wall. It's got a little cigar holder, and then inside this leather pouch is a sheet of metal.
So you can just ash on that.
And the way that works, you take the little clip out, and you hook it on here, give it a little bend, and it's an ashtray.
No shit.
But that'll fit in your coat pocket, and then the leather pouch has these two ridges, so it doesn't roll around. You just set it on the ridge, and you set that down on your table. But it doesn't sit level. It's just better.
That's kind of genius.
Dude, that's genius.
Yeah. But it doesn't hold a lot, and of course, if you have any breeze, it's going to blow your ashes all over. But it's
true.
It was their idea, and that was way, way before the Stinky ashtray came out. And they were very expensive. I think they were selling these for $65.
Whew.
Really?
Whoa.
That's probably why they're not in business anymore.
I think these guys are from Italy.
Interesting.
Well,
that's kind of a typical Italian design. They're very clever. Not a bad stirrup, though, I must say.
It's an interesting concept, so we're going to see the Stinky spin on that, maybe.
I have figured out how to make it more functional, because to me, an ashtray has to perform. And there's an old adage in the design university called form follows function.
Mm-hmm.
First you make it work, then you stylize it. And mine is this. People loved it. They thought that was really nice looking, and it works. So it's just a functional piece.
So when you were talking about the stand, the ash stands, is this what you were talking about?
That's actually, I have a design that I like that right there. That's not. Of course, I'd put one of my deep bowls on there.
Yeah, that's a Ronson, vintage Ronson ash.
We ever produced, and it's called the Angel. See if I can find it in my computer here. know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is.
Oh, well, you got it. We can start figuring out that giveaway, Logan. How do you want to do it?
What are we giving away?
That's a good question.
That's question uno.
That's up to Stinky.
I think it should probably be an ashtray.
Really? Well, I mean, shocker.
There's my inspiration for Stinky Cigar.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those are cool, man.
And those are little angels. I like the style, and I tried to get a sculptor to make me an angel. And man, you should see some of the ugly angels they did. An angel should be beautiful and stylish like that.
Yeah, I like that. It's got kind of an Art Deco look.
I want the boobs to be a little bigger. They don't have to be real big.
Get the fake silver boobies. Gotta be realistic.
Yeah, I'm from Vegas. We like boobs here.
Stinky.
I knew right away that Stinky and I were going to get along. I knew it. Once we got through that, getting everything set up on Google Plus, and it was a friendship made in heaven. Now I know that we both like boobs.
Hey, can you survey your audience? And I get Stinky Cigar shirts, these little polo shirts, and I have a different color printed every year for the show. And I don't get very many. You know, you can't make any money selling clothing. It just costs too much for small runs. And I don't want to get. I was told a long time ago, don't get in the clothing business. You'll get stuck with it. You'll end up giving it away. So when I have extra, I offer them on my website, and I sell them for $20, and that covers my cost on it, and I ship them for free. But what I have left over is some XXX and XX.
Ooh.
So do you have any big guys out there? I mean, and they run big. I usually wear a large or an extra large, and this is a large, and it fits me. So they're kind of big by an extra size.
Well, I think there's one guy that could wear one. This guy right here.
Yeah. Well, I wear an XL or a 2X, depending if it's normal sizing or Euro trendy. So it'd probably work.
Euro trendy. So yeah, I'm sure we've got some XL guys out there.
Yeah, step up if you're a XX or a XXX. Because I've got a couple of those left over. I ordered, you always want to order a variety because you never know who's gonna, hit you up for a shirt. But
look, Fat
Brian's
Kid.
a XX.
Yeah, Fat Kid's a XX. There you go.
Oh, so Fat Kid's not like a joke, like ironic, like, Fat Kid calling him like tiny.
Yeah.
But what I want is, and I don't mind giving the shirt away, but I want somebody that goes to cigar events and will wear the shirt. It's advertising.
Yeah. So if you're a big guy, you can be a stinky billboard.
Dude, I'll do it.
Dude, I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You guys can't win the contest.
No, it's.
They call foul.
No, I'm extra medium, man. I can't go double X.
He's fucking medium to the core, dude.
If I'm wearing a double X and the wind catches just right, you guys may never see me again.
Okay, we got Nate Martin, and we got Fat Kid, and
chubby by nature.
I am chubby by nature, by choice, man.
That should be if you ever become
boned.
a rapper. That should be your name, chubby.
Chubby by nature. I'm big boned by choice. It's my Irish and Scottish heritage.
If you wear a XXX.
No, dog.
Actually, the XXX would probably fit a quadruple X. Those are giant shirts. XXX, you just want a shirt.
I mean, you could like cut it and turn it into like a skirt.
Tent.
A fucking tent. We could live under it.
I could sleep in that thing.
Send your address to Logan, and
yeah, there you go. Okay.
I'll send you a shirt.
Okay.
But should we have some kind of a contest?
Yeah. What do you want to do? What you guys figure it out. I back out of the giveaways. I'm out of the giveaway business. That's Logan's deal.
Yeah, you pass it off because you're a jerk.
Yeah.
Let me think here.
What
should we do? I mean, really, Stinky, it's up to you, man. If you want to give away an ashtray, you want to give away whatever, it's up to you. If you know what we want to do, we'll do it.
Make them earn it.
I'll pick someone. Make them earn it.
I don't know, let's get some feedback from our audience. What do you guys think? Well, who?
I can tell you, they're all going to want the stand ashtray, but I wouldn't give them too much. It's kind of like feeding the, feeding the monkeys.
Yeah,
Like you can't give them too much.
Problem. How about pick from the tabletop model? Let me put some up there on the screen and.
Okay, that would work.
But, see what they think.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go get some water.
No.
Well, there's the. That's the tall models. That doesn't have, and plus we have. Where's the? Well, what does your audience say? What do you guys?
Yeah, I mean,
do you
all
like?
of them obviously want an ashtray, but all of them want ashtrays. I mean, I know a lot of people gravitate toward the stand ashtrays, kind of like what Rob has, but that's too much to give away. I think a pick of a tabletop model would probably be the way to go.
Well, how many people do we have in our audience?
Right now, we've got 13 members signed in and about 40 people creeping who aren't signed in but are still watching.
Yeah, so if you're creeping, you better sign in so you can win.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Bill, you can't win.
And Bill, you can't win either.
Sorry.
Can the creepers win?
No, unless they sign in.
No, you've got to sign in and participate.
What's it take to sign in?
Join Cigar Federation.
Takes 2
and
seconds.
That's it.
Takes a second, and then you have to make some sort of snide comment about Logan. It's really easy.
Or punch Rob in the face virtually.
Yeah, or you can comment on all this here.
Yeah, it's true.
Baldy.
Well, for those of you who haven't signed in, if you go sign up with Cigar Federation, maybe we can pick some of your new people to sign up and start posting there.
Yeah, you know what we could do. We're gonna give away an ashtray. Everybody wants a stinky ashtray. These are good things. Like we could do for new members, do like a new member type thing over the next week, and then we'll pick one of our new members and they'll win.
Done.
Yeah, but they got to be active. They can't just sign up.
Yeah, they've got to sign up. Logan will type up. Logan will type up the whole thing.
Shit.
Here's what I'm thinking.
It'll be riddled with spelling errors.
Sign up, start posting. We'll let you guys watch it for a month and see how these new members do. And if they actually do post, then from the active members during that first month, you get some activity out of those guys. We'll just pick somebody. It's got to be nice. And you guys pick one of your new members, I'll send them an ashtray.
Cool.
Okay.
I love it.
And the guys that are signed in now, we'll give one away to your guys that are logged in.
Okay, let me take a screenshot here so I don't... Okay, documented screenshot of who was here. Okay, done. So we'll be giving away one to the people signed in today, and then one contest that'll run for new members who are active, then we'll pick one randomly at the end of a month.
Cool.
Yeah, well, let's run until to the 1st of September. I'll give them a full month of posting and see how they do and see how they fit in. Then you guys can pick your favorite new member from this show.
Done.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you, Stinky. That's very
cool.
That's generous.
Well, let's see who are we going to give it to of the logged in members now.
So I keep hearing about something that Jose Blanco did was how many cigars or cigar ashes does it take to fill up the Herf edition? And do you happen to know that number?
Yeah, it's 13,000, or I'm sorry, 1,372 cigars, ash only.
Well, that was going to be our contest, so that just kind of spoiled that.
Well,
I was gonna poll the audience and see how many it took.
Actually, the answer is on my website, so it'd be easy something to look up.
Well, there you go. Whoever's the first person to give us that answer for the website. How about that? Or do you have a better question?
No, he already said the answer.
Oh.
1,320 or whatever.
Sorry, I wasn't following you there. I thought you were.
It's okay. I speak in riddles. So let me think here. Ooh, okay. Here's the question. Let's say...
Have we
I
told
don't
people what we're smoking?
know.
Yes.
Well, I've been waving my cigar in front of the.
Well, so have I, but I mean that doesn't mean they know what it was. No?
What's Stinky Cigar? I don't know. What else could we ask him?
I don't know. This is Logan's territory. You're the idea guy.
Dude, it's like fucking in the morning, man. My head is not right for questions. I don't know. I mean,
Okay, the first one to post. What was the first year I came out with the stinky ashtray?
Oh, there you go.
boom, done.
And that'll
In the
set
chat right now.
our next question.
There it is. So when did the Stinky Ashtray come out? And we've said that in the show, right? We were talking about that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
No, you and I talked about it earlier.
Oh, we talked about it offline. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you guys know how long I've been doing this for ashtrays? We talked about when I got the name back in '96, but I didn't have an ashtray till much later than that.
okay. Is that on your website?
Yeah.
I'm sure people will figure it out. There you go. Figure it out, guys.
Yeah, they're working on it.
I'm sure somebody will find it in a second.
Yeah, they're over there looking at the website. Where would that be?
Yeah, they'll
Someone
find
said 1372. I was like, what is this, fucking Columbus?
it. No,
Like,
that's
what do
how
you
many. That's how many cigars fit into the thing. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
other question.
All right, so we've got the first one. Answer 2016. Seriously?
No, 2004 was the first answer.
Yeah, it's 2004 from Cigar Surgeon.
All right, that's the right year. That's when I came out with it. Had one ashtray.
2004. Well, there you go. That's your winner.
Cigar Surgeon.
And if
Congrats.
memory serves, he's in Canada.
Canada.
That's another question that would be good. How many different models and finishes do I have?
Oh, there you go.
Shit.
I'd have to go count them because right now I don't know.
So
It's
good
a
luck.
lot.
That's not on the website.
I'd have to just count. But I could probably figure that out.
That's fun.
That's a mean one.
All right. So we've got our winner, right?
Yep.
And that's Cigar Surgeon.
And then we've got the contest going for a month.
And then we've got the contest going for a month.
And somebody got a shirt, right?
And we've got some of the
Couple of chubbies that are getting shirts.
chubbers.
And they're emailing me, and Stinky, I'll forward you their address.
All right. But did they respond and say, I want the shirt, so we know how many we're going to get?
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3.
Okay.
There's only a couple of chubs.
Yeah, we for the today we got a slim crowd today.
We got a very slim crowd.
Not
today.
slim by numbers, but slim and trim. You know, we're doing our country.
Healthy, organic.
We're taking the stairs. Yeah.
Now, from 2004, next year's my 10th anniversary.
Ooh.
You want to... Okay, I'm just going to do this for a couple minutes. Does anybody out there know what I'm going to do for my 10th anniversary? As far as the ashtray.
I don't know. We haven't talked about this.
I've been married for 33 years, so it's not that.
Congratulations, 33 years. That's good for you.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
I got a good one.
And you smiled when you said it too, so that means you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Good man. Good for you. All right, so we're looking at.
What do you think I'm going to come up with for the 10th anniversary? Let me tell you, it's going to be a departure, but it will be an ashtray. So there's a hint. Complete departure, but it's an ashtray.
Huh? Can I guess? Remote
Sure.
control.
You can't win, but you can guess.
Remote control. Robot.
No.
No robot ashtray.
You're gonna make a hookah.
A hookah.
I don't know, dude.
You know what? I did like the hookah girls
No.
at the at IPCPR. The hookah girls were fun. They were the only ones that when you walk by the booth, they try to like grab you and pull you in. They were fun. Anyway, so it looks like, I don't know, are people looking this up? A ball and chain. That's funny.
I have no idea.
There's a lot of Euro trendy talk going. I don't know. So, let's see. So we've got some t-shirts that Logan's going to take care of.
Of course.
Cigar Surgeon won the ashtray for tonight. And
A tin ashtray?
Well,
Smokeless ashtray?
is 10-year anniversary? Is that what you give for a 10-year anniversary? Is 10?
No. Hold on.
Nice
Let me
try,
think.
but no.
Nice try, but no. That's actually a pretty good guess, considering.
Yeah, I'm looking what the metal is.
Oh, here's a picture. Here's a picture of my wife. See if you can figure out which one is her.
Jeez. Oh man. Now we got to put them.
I was actually looking for a picture of my wife. I saw that, and I go, "You'd probably enjoy this."
You know, I thought that this show could go a lot of different directions.
Pornography.
I didn't think we were going to see boobies.
That's a first.
Those are nice.
Oh,
man. I don't know where to go. I got nothing. Logan, save us.
Boobies. I don't know. I don't have
What extreme to the next? Top.
I don't have nothing.
That's funny.
I'm looking for 10th anniversary here.
It's 10.
Well, you
It's
got
10.
to figure out what am I going to do for my anniversary. Here's a picture of my wife, and we just shot this the 7th of July. This was just before we went out one night.
It's a good picture.
And
You're gonna do a glass ashtray because you both wear glasses.
I don't know. I'm stumped.
Are you gonna do one
Has
commemorating her?
Has anybody made a guess, or are you reading those guesses?
Well, yeah, the guess is like we got an e-cigar ashtray. I don't even know what that is. Smokeless tin. I think tin was the best guess.
Yeah.
Well, you're on the right track, but it's going to be. No, I want somebody to guess it.
Like, how big's the universe? I don't fucking know. Like, we're gonna be guessing all night.
Well, they're narrowing down on it. What would be something special that would commemorate 10 years of making ashtrays?
See, the way you asked the question, it seems like it should be an obvious answer, but I've got nothing. Nothing.
I mean, an ashtray that's a limited edition.
Yes.
That's made out of something special like tin or glass that says 10-year anniversary on it.
Crystal.
There it is.
I win.
Really?
Did somebody guess that? And
I don't think so.
You guys out there in the audience, you're supposed to be guessing it.
Okay, well,
somebody
guys,
said diamond.
Diamonds, yeah.
Now we're going to do a crystal ashtray that will be basically represent the original with 3 stirrups.
Okay.
Crystal, all numbered. We just haven't decided how many we're going to make.
1,300, and what was that number? Of how many of how many ashes you can fit in there?
Yeah, that would be a number.
There you go, 1,372.
That would be.
We got to decide how many, and it will be expensive because they're crystal.
It sounds like
Of
it.
course, it'll have to be individually boxed. It'll be a nice box.
I think that I see one of those in my future, maybe. If you can hold number 22 for me, that'd be great.
That's another thing, because they're all numbered, that we've got to take pre-orders for reservations on the numbers.
Yeah, that's because everybody's going to want their particular number.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I call dibs on 22. Unless we're talking about these things are going to cost me like $1,500.
No, they won't be that much. I don't know.
$14.99.99.
But you see a lot of crystal ashtrays out there, and they still sell, and they are expensive.
Yeah, it's the crystal stuff. I have one, and I don't know what brand it is. My wife got it for something. It was given to her by whoever made it. It was like a sample, I guess, but I've never had the guts to use it. It's crystal. It's really nice. So I don't know.
Break yourself.
I'm not sure what I'll use it at some point, I'm sure, but anyway. So we've I promised Stinky we'd keep him here for an hour, and
It's an hour.
we've just passed the hour mark. So we're gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up. But so we've got a couple of winners, and we're gonna be doing so everybody let your friends know who maybe haven't joined Cigar Federation to come join and get involved. We'll have a write-up on that pretty soon for new members. We'll pick somebody for a winner. So Stinky, again, thank you for that. Thanks for taking the time. I had a lot of fun chatting with you.
It's always fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a good crowd, so we do appreciate it. You guys can order directly. It's Stinky Cigars, StinkyCigars.com or Stinky Cigar?
Stinky Cigar.
Stinky Cigar, singular.com. So you can place your orders there. Maybe you'll see a Cigar Federation branded Stinky Cigar available in the future. Who knows?
Maybe you guys want to start a group buy page and put together a group buy. I used to have a group buy link, and I think it's my address, stinkycigar.com/group buy. And if that still works, I think that's still up on the shopping cart. That'll bring you right into a group buy page and get them for a discount.
Okay. Well, yeah, if we do something, we'll come straight to you. So
We'll come straight to the source, brother.
Yeah, we're not going to screw around. So yeah, again, Stinky, thank you for taking the time. Logan, thanks for getting out of bed.
No problem.
5:30 in the morning. That's dedication, man. I mean, you're as the show goes on, your head gets lower and lower.
I know, because I'm fucking starving.
You fall asleep starving.
I know.
Yeah, Logan, we appreciate you getting up. Stinky, again, thank you for taking the time. Guys, we appreciate all the support. We will be back. We're coming up back on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
We're coming back on Tuesday with
your man crush.
My boy, John Huber. God, that
man crush.
Oh man, I'm the adoption papers. I keep sending him. Please adopt me, but
Jesus.
No, we're gonna have John on.
I like the 4 kicks.
The 4 kicks is great.
Mule kick.
Did you try the new one?
No, I didn't.
JD Howard. Oh man, that thing is good. I just put my review up of that the other day. But so we'll have John here on Tuesday. I think we're gonna go at the same time. I haven't talked to him about it yet, but we'll figure that out. So. Again, thanks for all the support, guys. Rob from RobbieRazReviews.com. You can find me at RobbieRaz on Twitter. Logan, running the show at Cigar Federation. He's at Logan at Dell on Twitter, Corporate Monkey. And Stinky, you're at Stinky Cigar on Twitter, correct?
Correct.
Perfect.
Cool.
Again, we appreciate all the support, guys. And it's Thursday, yeah, so have a good weekend.
Later, people.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.